Greetings and salutations, friends, and welcome back to more Warhammer 40k roleplay. Today will be a mostly administrative session, because the players are now out of the tutorial area. They have survived the warm-up. Now we're getting into the fun parts, which means I will allow the players to restructure their characters to some extent. So we'll be seeing what the various characters want to do. Electo is, of course, spread across a wide area of field at this moment, as this thin layer of red paint, so we'll get back to him in a later episode. But for the moment, we'll have a little bit of a discussion about what everyone wants to be doing from here on out. So, let's start with you, Canis. Do you have any plans?
Plans I will talk about at a later date.
Alright, well, I do know the plans, so we'll start kind of doing that a little bit in the background. Aerith, what about you?
I'm probably going to start looking at some stuff as in getting abilities so I can actually become a tech priest and have some augmentations.
Upgrade from a barrel to not barrel?
Out of a barrel would be good. Maybe some cybernetic legs, perhaps? I don't know. We'll see.
I was thinking of just shooting you in the chest to get rid of that useless fucking bionic heart you picked, but...
That would get rid of the heart, all right. Hey, it's +1 armor. It's useful, and I get free sprint, which I can totally not use anymore.
But that's not what we're talking about, Kyle. Now, it's not unusual for you to miss the plot entirely, but we're talking about general character revamps and specializations here.
Oh, yes. Remember that thing we talked about prior, where I could...
That you have totally forgotten?
Archmagos biologist, right?
Oh my, oh my.
Hey, I may have written that down in my mind, but yeah, where basically I would spec out as a sort of tech priest medic, kind of in a way, but I could use toxins, poisons, all sorts of biological weapons and things like that.
Yes, you'll be able to craft all kinds of potions, healing potions, poisons, etc.
No way you can fail and kill us all.
Well, plenty of way he can fail and kill you all.
Inject you with the wrong syringe. Oh, I'm so sorry, Canis. Oh.
Well,
in about 30 seconds, you're about to experience a very painful death.
I'm gonna have to burn my fucking fate anyway to save your ass.
Oh, don't be so salty, Canis. Come on now, little guy.
Not to mention, in the relatively distant future, you fuckers might get access to a spaceship, which means you are now essentially trapped in a metal box surrounded by vacuum, with Kyle, his dice rolls, and biological weapons.
Don't worry about it. We'll be totally okay. Just make sure to keep those ventilation sets open.
Fucking save me.
Oh, I'm sure it'll be fucking amazing in every single possible way.
Time to reinvent mustard gas.
Okay, Magos Biologist. Well, we'll be redoing the characters after this session. We'll probably keep this one relatively short. We'll just do some basic backstory. But you can be that. In fact, you can kind of start your training almost immediately, so that's good.
Sweet.
And then Xanatov. Have you gotten enough of being useless yet?
I sure have. Ever since, even before I made Xanatov, I've been thinking of making a telekinesis character. I didn't go for a telekinesis character because I thought, these telepathy, maybe it's going to be useful and stuff. I really haven't gotten that much use of it. So I'm thinking I'm going to go a bit more into telekinesis. And as a future thing, I'm going to go in more into Beastmaster at the same time.
Well, there was that one time in that little hospital room.
Yeah. Something did happen, and I did get to use my powers. Although, was it a good use of my powers? Remains to be seen.
Well, details.
So,
Alright, so that's a bit more of a major character respec, since you'll be switching paths, which is also fine.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so the character dynamic now will be changing a little bit, so you'll be able to do a little bit more damage. I know for a fact that Aldog will be filling, at least partially, the fellowship hole, just so everyone's aware of that. And Kyle will be doing his level best to kill you all with poison.
Medicine. Phrasing is all important here.
Not the phrasing, it's the quantity.
Biological weapons in the hands of Aerith. What is a computer? What? Oh, shit.
Well, if I can't handle the computer, then
This
let's see if I can
screensaver.
do chemical weapon and chemical
This
warfare.
screensaver, I can't get past it.
That's
I better
too
call IT
complicated.
support.
It was one of those Windows XP screens with like the little fucking square and it changes its shapes into circles. know? Remember that? Red?
No,
Oh, god damn it.
no one wants to remember that, Kyle.
I do. Those are the good old days.
When computers didn't blue screen for no fucking reason.
I'm sure Rocket, for some reason, is really good at making weapons. I have a feeling. He could probably help you.
Hand me that vial over there. Try not to urinate in it.
If you mounted some kind of receptory device to Franklin's asshole, I'm sure you could get some pretty nasty shit out of that.
That is a good
We could
point.
harvest Franklin.
Imagine collecting his acidic mucus. Could use that for something, huh?
Yeah, it sets
I'm
fire to
pretty
trees
sure
and
there
arms.
there's an actual name for that. Isn't there like a bag that they mount on horses' asses so they can shit into them?
This is horses or cows? I thought it was cows. Maybe both.
I think I know what you're talking about.
Gather the gas.
Give me a moment. Google horse shit bag.
Oh shit! I wouldn't have that up on the recording screen.
Oh, this one's
course you
fancy looking. It's kind of like it doubles as a cock sleeve.
What?
Talk about economic.
You gather all the fucking sewage.
Oh, this one's good. Oh, it's just called the manure bag, by the way, so no fancy name. But I found a special brand which is called the Catch It manure bag.
What great branding name these are.
That's yeah. They're also just called horse shit bags. Just the naming is not the finest here, but I mean,
Eris should probably get the one with the cock sleeve.
Why would I need that?
You're in a barrel. You need help going to the bathroom, and Franklin probably wants ease of access.
What the fuck's wrong with you? What the fuck is wrong with you?
Actually,
come on.
Franklin has told me.
What's wrong with you,
specifically
you
what-
dirty bastard?
Why are you in a barrel?
I don't know. That's a good question. I tried throwing the barrel off my bed, but some magical celestial entity grabbed me and set me in the barrel against my will.
That's where you belong, though.
That's been a barrel. He's like, no, you're gonna use the damn barrel.
Just be glad I didn't give you a horse. Horses are horrible creatures.
Galloping around.
No, it's not the galloping. Have you ever seen horses gallop? They barely move. All they do is eat and shit. That's literally the only fucking two things they do.
Well, yeah, if you don't train them.
Oh, well. Oh, horse. Mer, yes? Stop fucking pooping. Oh well.
Stop. I meant like moving as a vehicle, not as like stop doing this basic function.
I'm sure Kyle's played with plenty of horses in his life and is intimately acquainted with a horse's rear parts, so we won't delve too much deeper into that.
Can it be one? Speaking of delving, speaking.
What?
Best part is he just unblinkingly admits to it.
It's called humor, damn it. Have a funny bone, damn you.
It's Aerith, the real life beefmaster. Beastmaster.
Beefmaster. Now that has some other connotations.
When I said that, I imagined like a slave master. Plus
What?
beastmaster.
Am I like in like a? I got a whip
Big
or
beer
something?
belly and a whip, like swash.
Big belly. I had a completely different image in my mind, but that works too.
Like Stronghold Crusader, you know, with the same masters. Useless
Oh, yep.
name, but those types.
Need more wood, my lord.
That's Kyle in his youth. Actually, you're still in your youth. Whatever. Let's use now.
I am a mature adult. I do not know what you're talking about.
Is there any way I could introduce horses into this RPA?
Maybe there should be horses in the camp we left, but did they get anyone?
I mean, you can always do the horrible berserk type thing, just straight up.
No, no. Well, at least have it be involving Candace. It's time Candace gets some love from Arch's animals. Except no one comes to his rescue. Candace will never be able to walk the same.
Well,
Now
it would appear that we have wandered ever so slightly off the topic.
a little bit into the
little bit.
bestiality. So yes, of course.
Beastie Kyle.
Where did that?
That's where I was pushing it. Couldn't you tell I was having Candace get raped by a horse? Anyways,
we don't
continue.
need backstory from you. Kyle.
It's justice.
You know, as one last little note, I'd like to point out that I don't think I've ever seen any of those horseshit bags on the poor other horses that the police ride. Cunts.
The shit just sort of falls. Well.
Guess they don't want to harvest them.
They do have to clean that up, I'm pretty sure.
That's fucking intimidating, just a mounted police officer on his horse just dumping a massive fucking dookie. The dude gets off, fucking grumbling, picking it up.
I hate my job.
I'll keep the fucking law and order, alright? Alright, so to summarize, last episode you fucked up and didn't manage to do anything.
What? We held off the zombies.
Yes, for like... God damn it. See, it's poor
Don't worry
placement
about
of the
it.
mind.
Don't.
Poor placement of the mind. Oh.
With a very good chance of more people dying if we even kept one more turn.
That big creature fucking destroyed actually Electro killed himself. But
Electro
it
would've
would have
died
moved
no
on to
matter what.
us.
Yes, I do believe that was suicide by monster rather than actual
Anything
killings,
else.
but oh well. But you did get on the convoy, and the convoy left. It didn't bring as much shit as it wanted, but it's gotten out relatively safely. You managed to kill most of the people in the village. Well, they killed themselves, to be entirely fair, because little cunt monkeys wouldn't leave behind their shit.
They were pretty stupid. If only I succeeded that fellowship test, but nah, whatever.
At this moment, the convoy has been on the road for quite a while. It's been about a week, so all of your wounds should be healed, except for Aerith, of course, who still doesn't have a leg.
Well, we ignore that aspect.
And on that subject, it's time to roll dices. Right, let's go to Lodgehad and roll some dices. Alright, let's see if anything horrible happens. Okay, nope. 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 1, 2, 3, 4.
What is that?
Alright.
No. Oh, no.
Well,
Wait.
on day 6, your wound reopens. Probably from all of the jolting in the truck.
Medic.
Now, did it really bother you? That is the question. Let's see. No, not really. I mean, you're not bleeding in any real way. You got attention relatively quickly. And, well, you screamed like a stuck pig, basically, so not too bad. The veterinarian was on the vehicle, and, he pretty much just stapled the thing shut with, surgical staples.
Yep, that makes sense. Just
And
reseals the wound.
Then, sewed it up in a very basic fashion. But then you got wheeled around for a while, and then you were tossed around all fucking down this convoy, running down a fucking shitty-ass dirt road,
Yeah, it wasn't pleasant. Not something a patient with wounds would want to have happen
No, it
after a
wasn't
recently
pleasant.
stitched wound.
So you managed to pop your wound, but it was resealed again without too much problems. So you won't have taken any real damage for that, overall. But you still only have one leg, as far as the game's concerned.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was going to be the case.
Thou art a cripple. I should close Skype, there we go.
But at least you're alive, Aerith.
At least there's that. Solace in the fact of life.
For the time being, at the very least.
That you're just a massive fucking cripple.
What was that, Candace?
You're probably gonna get to it eventually. But did we notice any of the nobles getting on the convoy?
Yeah, the nobles are on board.
Okay.
They made sure to get their fat asses on board.
Yep, I'm sure of that.
They know what's coming, and they certainly don't have any belongings to bring with.
No, they have personally experienced what is coming, so they were getting on the fucking bus.
Good.
So that's not a problem. They are aboard, and Canis has been spending a suspicious amount of time with them. I mean, I haven't inquired as to your sexual leanings yet, but Jesus.
What the fuck? Canis, what have you been up to?
Nothing you need to worry about, fucking cripple.
Can you believe this? So mean.
Well, don't inquire in things that you don't even know about.
Fine, be that way.
Fucking well.
As for you, Aerith, you've been spending an also suspicious amount of time just hanging around Franklin's latrine hole. You know,
I don't remember this.
playing around with shit and other stuff, you know, testing his poop.
Realizing that, hey, this could be useful, maybe.
I can have use for
What
this.
a great thing to think about while this
Perhaps it can be used as some sort of fuel, huh? I didn't think about that, did you? Can it?
Fuel.
It's highly explosive.
Precisely how much do you imagine Franklin fucking poops?
We could use this for the combustion engines. Plug his ass into the
Roll for
engine.
biological contamination.
No. Nice. 18's not too bad.
Aerith
Succeeded.
lives. Too bad.
Dude.
You've also had long talks with the veterinarian, who basically, you know, mostly told you how your leg is very reminiscent of the hind leg of a dog, stuff like that. Giving you some pointers, you know, like for example, how to not leave things within the wounds. Oh yes, right. Okay, I was supposed to roll on that as well.
That was a fig.
Oh,
You
there we
son
are.
of a bitch, Doc.
Do you randomly fall over dead?
No,
from a
but
95?
Aerith, you remember that critical?
Yes.
Yeah.
There is something still inside my wound. I was
Yeah,
pretty
something's been fucked up, but you don't know what yet.
I feel my leg like there's some extra bump that shouldn't be there.
Don't worry, I'm keeping track of how fucked you are.
I inquired of the veterinarian. Did you perhaps leave anything in there, perhaps?
You don't know anything about this little boy.
But I can tell there's a lumpty dump on my leg.
Kyle,
Can you? Roll intelligence.
Aerith is a smart cupcake. She knows things. She knows.
She's not smart enough.
That's
Hard.
32 and a 70. That's pretty good.
Yes, but you have no fucking medical training.
Shush. That's right. Wait, no,
You've
I do
got-
have Medicaid. Aha!
Do you have Medicaid? I can't check.
Yes, I do.
You have autosanguine, which is essentially you bleeding yourself occasionally.
No, that doesn't. Don't worry about that. Bottom left. Bottom left.
Which is rather
Under
perverse.
intelligence intermediate.
but intelligence intermediate. Now, both you and I know that's a lie, Kyle.
You silly. Stop that now.
Now,
Look
where
at.
the fuck did I put my
It's-
Google Docs?
Oh, you're not even looking. You're not even here.
I wasn't expecting you to go all technical on my ass, okay?
I was like, ha! People are like, you need to play your character, but I'm like, "Ugh, research. And, you know, like 70s exercise music was playing, and I was like, yeah.
What's your intelligence?
70.
Okay. Yeah, that's actually, to some extent, good enough with a 32.
Enough to tell something's up, amiss. At least be aware.
Over the last week or so, like, you've been experiencing pain. And, bleedings, which really should have stopped by now, as far as you're concerned with your medical knowledge. You should not be experiencing what you're currently experiencing. Simple as that. So you've gotten suspicious, at the very least. Like, you felt up your leg like the pervert you are, touching yourself in the dark and stuff like that. But
as long as no one's around.
Franklin's always around.
No, this glowing
Always watching in his cage.
In his cage. Put some duct tape over the little window. So,
She's
I know,
used
there.
acid. What the duct tape gonna do?
shh, don't worry. Adhesive duct tape then.
I imagine Aerith is, in the laboratory. The kind of laboratory that's set up in the back of the truck. As Franklin's cage, just one of those iron barred cages mounted into the wall. You can just barely see his beady eyes in there, while Aerith is sitting on a desk, 5-6 meters away, checking her leg. As you just hear violent shaking noises coming from the fucking the cage. It's like...
He's not
Says
clapping
no
his flippers.
striptease, damn it. Miss it.
Not clapping his flippers.
That's a little fucked up.
Oh, Jesus. But yeah, you at the very least suspect, so... I mean, you don't really have any equipment here, to be fairly... You could try and... Let's see, what could you do? You don't have access to any real surgical equipment. The best they've got on the convoy is, like, basic medical bags. They've got some basic local anesthesia. They've got some... Yeah, they can clean water for you, no problem. Bandages, stuff like that's not really a problem. Like, they've got knives, but... I mean, you are in a moving vehicle, rolling down what is essentially a forest road.
So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to wait until the convoy stops, and then I'm going to go ask the veterinarian that I have a hinkling of a suspicion that there is something amiss, that his procedure might have had one slight issue.
Well, you know that under normal circumstances, the convoy doesn't stop. That's kind of part of the point. That's why they're carrying...
How long does the convoy has to go still?
2 weeks.
2 weeks. Okay, that's not going to be acceptable. It needs to be dealt with before the wound seals entirely.
Bigger problems, do before you die.
Yeah, that too. So I'm going to go inquire the veterinarian because I'm going to need his assistance. And basically just making sure I can, in case something I fuck up, someone's there to, like, stitch me up real quick so I don't bleed out.
Okay, so what's your plan here?
My plan is to get the veterinarian to act as an assistant, just in case I, knock myself unconscious some fucking how. I'm assuming we have alcohol or alcohol wipes at the very least?
Yes, you have the means to sterilize the wound.
Okay, so we can sterilize the wound, get a sterilized knife, and basically surgically cut open the wound again, or cut the stitches open, and take a peek in there and try to see if we can't, or where the pain is, wherever the pain is originating from, and see if what's causing that.
Okay, and you're going to use alcohol to clean what?
To sterilize the knife, sterilize the...
the knife's already sterilized. They do, it's in the medical bag. It's in one of those little vacuum-packed bags.
I'm assuming the bandages are already pre-sterilized, right?
Yes, the medical equipment that is there. Like, this is a basic medical kit. It's got a scissor, a scalpel, basic incision tools, and it's also got one of those, the fancy little... reverse scissors they use to hold open wounds. It's a very basic medical kit.
That'll be useful.
Not really a basic medical kit. It's a basic surgery kit. In case people fall off the convoy or get hurt from loading. It's not the safest of stuff they're doing here.
Yep, anything that could handle pretty much like broken legs or things like this. So this is an issue that we have.
Yes, you've got some stuff, but I mean, you don't have like a surgical slab or monitoring equipment or anything like that.
Yep. no way to monitor my overall vitals, so we just gotta, hope for the best.
Yes, there is a medical bed near the end of the convoy that has straps on it, which could be used to hold someone who's gotten, badly injured, but even that is not the surgical cot,
Well,
doesn't
it
have,
could stabilize my legs then. Like,
Yes,
I could
potentially.
basically strap my legs down so they don't wiggle around as much. That'll reduce the chances. Even bumps will still be a problem because, a vehicle hits a bump, the people, still going to move, but at least the leg will be firmly secure.
Yes.
So, yeah, I'll go there and I'll bring the veterinarian with me or ask for him to come along and grab, of course, the bag. And then basically what my plan is to is cut the stitches back open. So not cutting a new wound, obviously. And then basically use that scissors, open the wound up, and then try to see if we can't find what's the issue inside of my leg. Like, is there something in there? Or is there a bone that was unset somehow, or what happened? Basically, just gonna have to use visuals because we don't have any medical instruments to actually check. No X-ray machine, so we're just gonna have to use eye.
But you have me.
I could. Yeah, no, that's a good point. I'll ask Xanatov to come with, because maybe he can use his psychic sensing.
I've been
perhaps
practicing lately. I've been
Maybe he
practicing
can
sensing
see-
objects more.
Let
maybe
him
he can
scream
see
into the leg.
inside of my leg. Yeah,
Let him scream and he'll find you.
blows off my leg. Well, there goes the problem. That's what I
fixed it.
plan to do, though. Yeah, before I dilly-dally too long here.
Okay.
Is-
Well, we haven't redone any of your character yet, so you don't really have anything that you could use for
No.
this particular purpose. But of course, you're free to hold his hand while he screams in pain and terror.
Hold my hand. That's
Uh,
something, I guess.
Did you get anything last time, like Inspire or something?
I
Make
didn't
me feel
get
better.
it, but I could get it right now. I still have the XP, so in theory, I could have gotten it right now.
No, that's fine. I want to see Aerith suffer.
You don't like. You're a misogynist.
You could, however, use
Stop.
Delude and Compel.
Yeah, to make him think that everything is okay. Well, let's
Yes.
see what would work.
Xanatov, can you give me a little mind fucking, please? Can you give me?
Would I have to constantly compel him to every turn? Like, you don't feel pain. You don't feel pain. That would work.
I
I
love
tried
how
to
you
delude
care
him.
about him so
Maybe.
much, and yet the nurses were just like, "I'm gonna fucking just mind break you. Fuck you."
Dennis,
this
shut
time,
your
I'm a
filthy
bit more
mouth.
careful. The veterinarian is in the room, isn't he?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well,
To random strangers, I care for him. Scream! Don't you're not feel any pain, bitch.
basically when you use delude, you can make it seem normal in conversation, right? Because I'm gonna make it seem like I'm calming him down only. Like, it's very effective though, but I'm gonna calm
You're
him
okay.
down.
Meanwhile,
Okay,
my
good.
brain,
Just think
everything's
about-
happy.
I don't know. Your happy birthday parties or something. You're fine.
don't have any birthday parties.
No. You're fine. Let's see. It's not
Yeah,
close.
Delude would give him a slight bonus to anesthesia, basically.
Yeah, basically.
Compel could make him keep cutting if he wants to stop because it hurts too much.
I just want to find out, can I do it in... I'm probably just going to do it unfettered anyway. But I'm going to try to...
So, don't summon a demon in here. That'll definitely
No.
get this.
That's what I'm not going to do. I'm just going to use invocation first, though. To see... Let's see, a D100. Where is the D100? Why did all my fucking... all my macros got big for some reason. Okay, invocation. I succeedingly used invocation. That makes it my psi rating +1 on a fettered power test.
Okay.
And then do a fettered power test. But I have a +1, so that's -5 more. So
Okay.
it's
36.
36.
Okay.
Yep.
Aerith, roll opposed willpower. Let's see if you're stupid enough to fuck with this somehow. That's good. You understand what's happening, because I'm assuming Sanatov went like, "Okay, dude, I'm gonna do this too," instead of just randomly
I didn't just
grab him by the
randomly do
head and just stare into his eyes.
I'm going to fuck you now.
I'm going to be trying to calm you down, Arif. I was very direct with.
I
Yeah.
understand. I know that he has powers per se.
Or you could always just kind of change the imagery so he looks like Franklin, and Aerith won't freak out that much.
Oh no,
That is
that would
true.
only make the situation worse. That would be a critical failure.
Sure.
Quit power role playing, Canis.
Alright, so
Stop using
step
that word.
1 is
like that
you're gonna start cutting now. Which you're doing on yourself, which is gonna be interesting. So first and foremost,
Emo.
roll a 1d100 for toughness, and you'll get to subtract 10.
58.
58, and your toughness is
30.
30. Okay, so you failed miserably on that one. Good.
Autistic screaming.
There is lots of tears.
I don't know why you wouldn't just let the fucking veterinarian open
I
you
thought
up,
the
but...
veterinarian was, but then he wasn't doing anything. So I was like, okay.
What?
Could you do this? I'll hand him the fucking thing. It
You
hurts
start
too
cutting
much.
yourself and like, oh, this isn't working.
That's why I brought the veterinarian along. He was supposed
see-
to be cutting.
I assumed you would be doing this because of your higher intelligence. You made it sound like you were gonna be doing this. Do
No,
you
no,
want the
no.
veterinarian to do it?
I want the veterinarian to do it. I just want to make sure that Sanatop makes me from freaking out.
Okay, let's see what the veterinarian does then. Oh, dearie me.
Oh, he killed me, didn't he? Slits jugular. I actually hate girls.
I actually hate girls. What the Jesus. Fucking hidden motivations coming to the fore here, okay. He slices open your leg, but he cuts too deep. He basically makes a nice and proper botch out of it, and you start bleeding, which is always fun. Alright, and we'll try to have him stop the bleeding. Which, come on now. And my internet fucking crashed again. Okay, we'll be right back. I do fucking hate this. Norwegian internet. Literally the worst on the fucking planet. Oh, well, let's roll 20 reacting at least. Your connection to the server has been interrupted. No fucking shit. I wish I could move somewhere with internet, but I can't. Live in the forest, die in the forest. Live with bad internet, die with bad internet. Internet company, could you give me better internet? No. Why? Well, you live in the fucking forest. What do you expect us to do? Well, I don't know. Dig? But no. They will not do that. So here I am, fucking stuck with it. Trying to haul out the time until it reconnects. It usually only dies for like a minute, maybe 2 at the time. Because someone at the internet plant just goes like, you know what? I don't like you very much right now. Random fucking restarts, power outages, God only knows bloody what. Ah, sons of bitches. You'd think they'd fix this after a while, but, well, you would be wrong. Though, granted, it's not as bad as it used to be. It used to be absolutely bloody horrible. It used to be like 2-3 outages daily. Now, at least it's only like, 2 or 3 a month, which is livable. Vaguely, at the very least. Though, of course, there is timing. Timing is always good. In the middle of an RP session, for example, is pretty good timing. Especially as Aerith is currently bumblefucking his way through opening his own leg wound. That's a good time to dump out there. There's a relatively small chance of him getting killed over this, but, well, there is still a chance. The veterinarian is, well, he's not as good.
Like another combat.
Oh,
There's
there we
Arch
Stop.
again.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Now's the
Lovely.
opportunities, I'm
We're
saying.
back again. Okay, so the veterinarian manages to stop your bleeding. You're
Oh,
not
thank
gonna
God,
die.
the suspense.
Lovely. The veterinarian has significantly less intelligence than you, by the way. I figured he'd be able to just slice open a wound, but nope.
I trusted you.
Right, so there is now a nice big fat gaping wound down, like this is pretty much your entire upper thigh. You know, it's pretty nasty. Pretty nasty.
Pretty nasty. I would assume as much, considering how much trauma that part of that leg's got to be black, like purple.
This, oh yes, no, it looks horrible. This adds an interesting question though. Did you take any anesthesia?
Oh fuck, no, we didn't. Oh, the only thing, I haven't taken any anesthesia yet, not declared, so no.
Okay.
Go.
So
I
you're
thought
still aware.
I'm still conscious. I
thought
just
you
hear
were
whispers in my
psychically
mind. Yeah,
He's deluded a bit into like
Xanatov's telling me how great everything is, and I'm like, oh, okay.
it's actually good, isn't it?
It's actually good, is it? What's good? What's good?
My leg is bleeding, but it's gonna be okay.
It's gonna be okay. I feel happy for some reason.
Okay, well, you knock up 1 point of damage on that.
Owie.
You got
1 point of damage for having fucking half your leg sliced open. Shut your mouth. I'm being generous.
I know.
Okay, now comes the interesting part. Did you put any thought to as to how you're gonna be looking inside the wound, seeing as you can't?
Well, the only way we can really do that, because we don't have any fucking medical instruments, is we're just gonna have to use visual. So using the wound split opener thing, scissors, is what my intention was. Just open it wider a little bit and then look in there and try to visually try to see, because that's the only way we can.
Yes,
Until we get to a medical
I'm
facility.
asking how the fuck you're gonna look inside a wound on your leg.
I can't look inside. That's what the veterinarian was for.
Oh yes, because he did such a fucking great job the first time.
Which
around.
now I am very worried, because he's gonna like put something else in there at this rate.
You know, I want to stop pussyfooting around you and make you do your own decisions, but there is
I am doing my decisions.
No, but you need to think, Kyle. There is an invention in this world which allows you to see things that is outside of your normal field of vision.
Invention, but I don't have this technology.
No, I'm pretty sure you don't use this very often, Kyle. I'm convinced you don't use this very often, in fact, because it would probably crack.
Probably crack.
Oh Jesus!
I think I know what he's saying, but I don't like it in the direction.
Are you gonna say it, Kyle, or are you just gonna kind of?
Wait, did we lose? Hold on, what?
Oh, did he drop?
Did it drop again?
No, I'm here.
Oh, he is
I
still here.
think.
Stop being paranoid about that.
Well, he gets so quiet sometimes. I'm like, oh, did he drop
I'm
again?
waiting for you to figure it out.
So reset phrase that again, because now I got distracted by that. Shut up! Leave me alone! Don't put me on the spotlight.
Does anyone want to help the brain trust here?
No, I like the pain he.
I want to remember. I'm gonna remember that, just so you know.
I'll remember next time I fucking just dump you out your barrel.
Sheesh, so hostile.
No, I would be hostile. You just say it.
If it's something specific to Warhammer universe, I'm not sure.
No, that's not very specific at all.
No, I think he's. I don't know what I'm not really
Are you
good.
talking about ultrasound?
No.
Ultrasound.
What? I'm not pregnant. God damn it!
You're making this a
might
bit too
be.
complicated. You all use this on a daily fucking basis, probably.
Are we talking about in-game, or are we talking about like?
Yeah, in real life.
Oh, okay. Well, that helps. Like, just but problem solving. What? I don't know what you want from me.
Like I said, if
answer's so obvious
Kyle
to
were to use it, though, it would probably just shatter.
It's going over my head so far right now. I have no idea what's happening.
Great.
Just say what you mean.
No, I'm done fucking talking about lollygagging. You have to think now.
Okay, that's what you want. All right. Well, okay. So my leg is cut open.
That's a pretty
right?
big hit.
Yes.
We all use it, Cal.
Hey,
Every
shush,
day.
shush, you, shush.
Your
my
leg is
fucker.
currently cut open.
Yes.
Xanatov is mind fucking you so as to not make you lose your mind completely.
Yes. And so I need to find
You
the
need to
problem
find a
myself.
way to look inside of the wound.
Yes, and I know. Take that wound opener scissors
Yes,
Put
the
it-
wound is nice and gaping. Now, how will you look inside of it?
Now, does there perhaps some sort of wait? No, does this medical bag have a mirror in it?
There we fucking go. A mirror.
Well, look, I'm sitting at a weird angle. I'm imagining leaning over is going to be extraordinarily hard.
Yeah, that's
Especially
why
with a
you get a
wound.
mirror.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yes.
Most medical duffel bags come with mirrors too.
Most...
Does this one have one?
Do they?
I don't know. I'm pretty sure our first aid box here has a medical a mirror in it, a little hand mirror. Does this one do?
Would make
I mean,
sense.
fucking roll
See,
for it, I guess.
I think Kyle's lying to me. Oh,
I thought
just the
there
hicks in fucking northern Massachusetts is like, well, I've cut myself open, playing with the deers in the backyard. Maybe better take a look. at
I don't
these
live in Massachusetts, goddammit. I don't...
Are we currently in the lab though?
Yes,
There's no
we're in the
mirror
lab.
in a
That's my leg
fucking
is strapped.
medical bag, you blindingly obvious liar.
There is too a mirror in there.
There's
You know it.
absolutely not. I just googled it.
Well, then I'll just get. Hey, veterinarian, what do you see in there?
I mean, you could just get. There are plenty of mirrors on the vehicle.
I guess I'm gonna ask. Hey, Canis, wanna get me a mirror, please? Oh, I see how it is. He leaves the minute I ask him to do something.
You can just get a
Canis.
mirror. It's fine.
Dear, could you get me a mirror, please?
No,
You
we
can't
never established that
even
Canis
get
is
it.
in the room.
Wait, he's not. Oh,
Is he?
I don't know.
Yeah.
He said he was in the corner watching.
Oh,
Like
okay.
a weirdo.
Irrelevant. He was almost certainly there enjoying it. You can get a mirror. You can even get a flashlight to look inside.
Nice.
I was
would like
just
both,
hoping
please.
you'd think of some of this by yourself.
I did think of it. The mirror, at least, not the flashlight. But I'll take that one too. Good reference. Oh, audio issues, I guess.
Yes.
Canis, can you hear us?
Yeah.
Mm.
Canis, laddie boy, could you
Sure.
be a dear and fetch me a mirror and a flashlight, please?
How am I here? I'm doing
You
other
were in the
things.
corner. You declared you were in the corner smiling.
No, I'm smiling outside, just straight up being an asshole. But no, I'm doing other things.
Just sitting
Oh,
outside
okay.
the medical doors, smiling at it. Was like, I know
Right,
he's
so you're
suffering.
not going to be there. Okay, whatever. Can't Xanatov, I guess the only one who I
Yeah,
can
I don't need
trust.
to stay there to do anything.
Please stop mind fucking me for a moment, and could you find a mirror and a
Well,
flashlight,
you want me
please?
to stop? Okay.
See, I imagine at this point that this is the medical kit that you have access to, basically.
That's some good stuff.
Just playing with some toys. It doesn't feel like it's supposed to look like
Yeah.
this.
I go searching in some of the drawers. Let's roll perception to see if I find it faster somehow. I don't know. Let's try.
Good one job. You had one. You hear me utter from my mouth angrily as you painstakingly go through drawer after drawer.
It's fine. You can just find. I'm not gonna make this difficult for you. I just wanted you to.
I'd like to
think.
point out that
I
you
just
were
wanted to
making
find
the
it.
roll happen. You're like, I'm gonna
Made
roll.
a sense of urgency. Maybe I can find it faster. Like, oh shit, he's bleeding and stuff.
Well, he was bleeding, anyways.
Now I'm dead.
Stop.
Laying on the ground.
Still be
Cold
bleeding.
corpse. Well, yeah, the blood would be seeping out a little bit because gravity. Now get over here. I'm tired of this. level
Well,
of haunt.
Of course, I gave you the mirror instantly when I found it.
All right. So using my hand, I obviously put the surgical gear down.
Well, actually,
and-
I'm gonna use the mirror for you so you can look.
Actually, yeah. Could you? Because I have to hold the wound open. And then I'll shine the light in with my other free arm, and then
No,
try
no,
to.
no.
No,
You
let
won't
me
do
keep-
any of this. Sanitol will do this. You.
I want to do it. You said
You're
me do it.
writhing in fucking pain. It's fine.
Fine.
Okay, so. It's fucking- roll perception and then roll intelligence.
Please have a high perception. Wait, me?
Yes.
Please, God, I command you. Oh yes, that's perception. That's
Oh.
perception. You said perception first. Yeah. And intelligence. Oh yes.
What? Are you kidding me?
I have ascended to godhood.
What are the chances of that? What the hell?
I'm thinking roughly 1 in 200 odd.
Damn! You used up all your good RG for the rest of your life.
It was worth it. It was funny.
Well,
Damn! I told you I was calm, Arch. Aerith knows what she's doing. Clearly.
Yeah, not only do you find your problem, you diagnose yourself with fucking bone marrow cancer and fix that too on the spot, apparently.
Nice! I've managed to save my life not once but twice.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, you've found a gold vein in your fucking left leg or something. I don't fucking know.
No, guys, we can get a ship and get off. We don't need the nobles.
There appears to be a small warp portal opening up in my leg.
Whoa, that's not good.
Okay, now what had happened is, the veterinarian, while bolting your leg together, basically, had fucked up, and he'd essentially shattered the bone in one area, which had that's why you're in so fucking much pain. But due to everything else hurting just as bad, it just didn't really occur to you. I mean, you've been in a lot of pain.
Jesus.
To the point where I really should have given you considerably more fucking negatives.
I mean,
Yes.
I mean that leg feels like it's fucking on fire, if not anything else.
Yes, he fucked up the leg pretty goddamn badly, basically, when he was setting the pins in. You just, you wave him over and go like, veterinarian? Does this look right to you?
How did you not notice that when you were stitching it up? Did you want me to
It was
die?
probably a hairline fracture at first. It was a minor damage, but after a
then
week
it
of just dongling around, etc.
The stress, the duress, etc.
Yes, so you essentially, instead of that small damage, you now have a severe fracture going down the bone.
Which is not good.
No, very bad, because that also means that fluid from the bone, the marrow, etc., all kinds of shit has been leaking out into the wound, which has caused all kinds of horrible stuff. And if you hadn't noticed it as fast as you had, it would probably have caused some really fucking nasty infections. Probably would have also started causing you to bleed again eventually as the bone starts splintering off. It would have been bad.
Oh. Well, I'm glad that the veterinarian was going to kill me very slowly and painfully for the remainder of my miserable life.
Right. Now, let's fix it.
Yeah, fix it, Felix. Don't you critical fail.
Okay, so you could try and guide him through this.
I mean, yeah, because my intelligence is better.
Yeah, because right now you can see the area. You're gonna have to essentially retract the bolt. He's gonna have to fucking sure up the bone again and re-splint
Aerith
it.
has got fucking balls. Oh my god. You're watching this happen.
To pass this, you're gonna have to pass a very nasty toughness test to be able to guide him effectively.
Going to fail, probably.
Well, go for it.
Might as well try. D100?
Yes.
Yep, failed.
Yeah. No. Yeah. No. Okay then.
Burned up the luck. Oh well, it was worth it.
You do still have fate, though.
How bad is it before I worry about you using a fate, not burning?
Really bad. Like if this isn't fixed, this is lethal.
I can only use one fate, and then have to accept whatever result it is.
Yes.
All right, bye fate. Oh, still fail.
31. Yeah, because your toughness is abysmal.
It's 30. But damn it, 31. God damn it. Oh well, at least I got close.
Okay, yeah, so you can't really guide him. Okay. A veterinarian, he does his best. It really isn't good enough. At all. You don't actually really know if he's really helped out that much at all when looking.
Well, I know what the problem is, so I just have to live 2 weeks, which is abysmal.
the veterinarian is essentially just bumbling around in there as the fucking vehicle shakes and stuff, and he basically just comes to the conclusion that, you know, this isn't gonna fucking work. The convoy's gonna have to stop if you're gonna have any real fucking hope of this.
How the hell are we going to convince the convoy to stop for one measly tech freeze?
Gonna-
Yeah, exactly. Oh, man.
To them, you don't matter.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, shit. I guess clearly continuing to cut away in here is not going to do anything. And I'm sure the veterinarians...
Not really, but you do now know to some extent what is wrong. Roll an intelligence test.
Okay. Oh, wrong button. 41.
Okay, 41. It's, if you manage to get the convoy to stop somehow, you might be able to have the veterinarian fix it, but this is kind of complicated. And he's not very good, to be entirely honest with you. You can, of course, check if there are other doctors aboard the fucking convoy.
I mean,
It makes sense to have a doctor on the convoy.
There would be a medic, yes.
Not having a doctor on the convoy would be a horrible decision.
That would be
Well,
silly,
is he
wouldn't it?
dead? That's a good question.
Did anyone think of it? That's a better question.
No, nobody
He
thought
did.
about it. Arch, quit dropping hints, goddammit.
No, I should, but...
No,
okay,
don't.
so...
You're ruining it.
The other alternative is you essentially sat... Yeah, okay, the wound was, you know, closed back up again. He did it very basically this time. He essentially just put on one of those long bandages, you know, just to keep, you know, this little stripper clip thingies, basically, rather than closing it entirely.
Because we need to get back in there.
And once you got back into consciousness again, you start thinking of a way to fix this. And without having the convoy stop, you've got no way of setting the bone. That's going to stay fucked. Which means it might cause internal bleeding. And it might also potentially fuck with a lot of shit if the bone starts leaking pus, etc. All kinds of shit in there.
Yep, which is death.
If it punctures anything else either, if splinters of bone breaks off you, you'll probably have a really nasty infection on your hand. So your plan, basically, is that you're going to have to open the leg up again every third day or so to make sure and to treat any developing symptoms while keeping it as steady as humanly possible. And you're probably also going to have to full-on brace it, the entire leg, every time. Like, it's a fairly...
So there's no moving at all in this
Yes.
case is what I'm getting out of this.
Basically.
I'm just stuck in this bed.
Any
Until I
moving
time,
at this point would
consider
be
dying.
really bad.
Yep. So I'm gonna stay in this bed now. I'm gonna tell Xanatov about everything I've come to the conclusion of. So I'm sharing this information now,
Mhm.
and I'm gonna ask you to relay that to Canis. I guess he doesn't seem
Well,
set on aiding at all.
From
but
what we've
whatever.
seen so far, Arif, we should check the convoy if there's anyone who's more
Well, you can ask around.
adequate at
I don't
actually.
recall
this
when I
operation.
was on this convoy. I don't recall, for some reason. I have a big gap in my memory, but I don't recall there being any medics. But you can go and ask, I guess. Perhaps someone with.
You
excellent
could do
knowledge.
an int test if you to remember this.
Can I do an int test?
Well,
To
I haven't-
remember things from your past if there was a someone on
I mean,
like that.
how long have I been with the militia? Damn it!
You have no fucking clue. But as a normal functioning human being, you have a certain reasoning capability that that passes you right by in real life, but details. Right, do a fellowship roll, Xandov. You're the one with the best one.
Yep. Okay.
To wander
Let's
through,
go around asking if there is a surgeon or anyone with medical knowledge at
Yep.
all. And yeah,
Okay.
every
Well-
time I do a fellowship test, that's the way it goes, really.
You introduce yourself as a
What
demon prince
should
looking for
I-
fresh sacrifices.
Nah, man. I'll re-roll it because why not?
There you go, that's better. Okay, so you spend the next couple of days just smooching, yes. Going up and down the fucking place, because you're a stranger here, no one really trusts you. And when a stranger goes like, "Sir, could you point me towards the medical cabinet with all of the drugs?" Most people kind of clam up, so you're a little bit more suave than that, you're a bit more cautious.
Yep.
But eventually you do find out that, well, already you knew pretty quickly that the convoy has a medical center, obviously. But you spent this time basically trying to figure out if any one of the doctors actually knew anything about what he was fucking doing. Or if you're just looking for veterinarian Mark II.
Veterinarian Mark.
No, I'm definitely looking for a doctor that specialized in humans this time.
Yes, and you do eventually turn up a doctor. He's a retired guard medic, and he at the very least has surgery knowledge. Like, he used to be a guard medic, which almost certainly meant that he'd seen some nasty injuries. And the scuttlebutt is also that he was probably a company medic, which means that he's not a field medic, he's an actual field surgeon, most likely.
Oh, wow.
How old is he, though?
Oh, he's about 68.
Does he look steady enough with a scalpel, though?
No, not at all. Like,
Not at all.
he's a really old fuck. He's also very, very. He loves some alcohol occasionally.
Just to calm the nerves, you know.
Oh, good God. I don't know. My fate is actually improved or indeed.
He's not the steadiest.
Grinder, huh?
Even just having him on board may help. Just depends what he actually does in the whole thing.
It depends on his bloody fucking how drunk he is, I guess.
But you know this much. The reason he's on is he's the only one they had with any kind of surgical knowledge, so
he's the only one gonna be who has an actual chance of,
it's about as good as it's gonna get.
Yeah,
well, then I try asking him if he's willing to be on board for this. Helping with steadying the leg and making sure this Aerith doesn't die.
I mean, you don't even really have to ask. All you have to do, you had to figure out who the guy was that was the role for. After that, he's a medic assigned to the convoy, and Aerith is part of the militia. You don't have to really convince him. It's
it's his duty to tend to militia members.
Yes, it's
Maybe
kind of his
he has
job.
like a background story that he hates you. I don't know.
Yeah,
well, I don't remember this.
That.
No, this is like the whole thing.
As a matter of fact, that Aerith boy's a fucking cunt, and I hate him a lot.
What, really?
He's not dead yet.
If he was in front of me here, I'd beat him to death with my bottle.
Wow. I didn't realize I was hated so much by everyone on the
Everyone in the militia just hates this boy.
Maybe I forgot everything about being on the convoy because they fucking drugged me and put me on a suicide mission. Entirely
possible. I mean, why were you out there in the first place, Maybe everyone just disliked you and fucking threw you on a truck and went like, run, nigger, run.
I thought it was a field mechanic. I thought it was supposed to be relatively important.
Everything is relevant. No, don't worry about it. I'm not going to make you roll for that.
Good.
Okay, so what do you want to try and do? Do you want to try and repeat the same procedure as last time, essentially, but with an actual doctor this time?
Yes.
Okay, first step, Xantov, roll your psychic shit.
Okay, first I try to...
Please tell me you're doing that before you do it.
Invocation succeeds, and then I do... Actually, that should... Yeah, that was right. Then I do the No, not unfettered. Fettered. Well, it won't be a success no matter what, even if he... Oh, actually might, if he rolls. It's opposed, after all. Maybe.
Opposed willpower test, right?
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, now you have to roll good, huh? Well...
Aerith doesn't want to be mind-fucked, I guess.
Alright, good enough. Aerith, roll toughness. Just in case you somehow miraculously manage to withstand
gentle
this
toughness.
No, like you failed badly. Like you're fighting them at this point because of the pain.
I can't contain myself. It's poor Aerith. She just deserves
Your leg is strapped down. Xantov is busy mind-fucking you. Canis probably wants to wrestle you down.
Jesus Christ. So I have to fucking roll for this shit now.
Yes, roll strength.
Nope.
Pretty horrible. What is your
Earth
strength?
is tough.
Your strength is
Wouldn't it be
30.
opposed
Aerith
strength, though?
is also 30. That's horrible. Okay, roll strength. Aerith? Of course you.
Don't touch me.
Okay, well, it's not really working out all that well. You spend quite a while just not fucking getting anything done, basically.
All right, strap me down. Clearly, I can't. This thing can strap me
Once
down.
we start
fully.
cutting you even a little bit, you start going back. Stop! Oh no!
Well,
Yes.
it's because fear. But I guess I assume I can collect my thoughts after they stop trying to restrain me, right?
Yes. You can try again, though with a penalty, or you could just, take the anesthesia.
Fucking give me the anesthesia. I can't do this. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I want to be awake for it, but I can't.
Candice fucking just kicks you in the face, and you're
Ah,
Nice
Figures.
Stomp.
under.
sounds
Anesthesia, Cadian style.
Look at Kenneth
okay.
kicking him. Oh, I guess that works.
Violent but functional.
The body's already under stress. Now it's got all sorts of other things.
Alternatively, maybe they use the drugs. I don't know. We'll see.
I'd like to think the drugs were used.
Right then, let me roll some dice. Let's see what happens here. God damn it. Okay, well, this doctor is definitely better than the first one. He managed just to remove the offending splint, and he looks over the leg, and, you told him basically what do you think needs to be done. And he checks it over. He more or less agrees with your assessment that, well, you're fucked, basically. And you're gonna die a slow, very painful death over the next 2 weeks or so.
No!
He manages to remove the plinth. He doesn't manage to find anywhere to re-splint it without causing further damage. So, instead what he does is he uses a very, 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 very expensive resource on the ship. They do have a small amount of fairly advanced medical equipment. Synth skin, stuff like that. And, what's the fuck? Artificial bone, stuff like that, which they can grow
Holy
to some
shit.
extent. I mean, this is far more complicated shit than they usually have, and there's very little of it. And normally, this wouldn't be sanctioned for some random fuck who's suffering from a smashed leg, but he's an old guard veteran, and he knows you fought, so he's inclined to bend the rules, basically.
So he's feeling, some camaraderie.
Yes. He's feeling some camaraderie for this little pussy who fucking whined out as he cut into him.
At least I fought, damn it, in a barrel, no less.
In a barrel, no less. He manages to fix up to the leg to the point where you're not going to be dying of it the next 2 weeks at least, but he strongly suggests that you do not do anything to upset it, because, he put his fucking neck out on a limb to help you now. He won't be able to do it again.
I'll thank him when I come to. I'll thank him with everything I have for what he's done
He wants
for me.
that. He wants booze.
No, not that. No. I meant like I owe you my life. You're the best. You're fucking god to me. No, not saying that. You're just.
Homosexuality is generally accepted and glorified on this planet, so.
Well, I'm sorry I cannot provide any homosexuality.
Oh, don't you? Okay, let me roll fucking perception for this guy too, then.
Wait.
Nope, you're a boy.
What? No, if he succeeded, he knows then.
You roll a d20.
Yes, to make things more interesting. You're a boy.
What?
Ah, fuck.
So he
then.
failed?
Yeah, you're a boy.
You re-rolled that, you cheeky bastard.
That's because you rolled a d20 first.
He
It's
used
fine.
his GM cheating skills.
It's fine. Calm down, lad. Calm down.
He's a surgeon. He should know the difference. He should.
Yeah, but he wasn't operating on your dick now, was he?
physique, wider hip structure, narrower shoulders.
He just
Whatever.
thinks you're a bitch.
I give up. Biology is really lost to these people.
Kyle, don't be a fucking sexist here. We all know that sex is a spectrum, okay? Gender is a fucking spectrum, okay? He doesn't know if you're a fucking butterfly kin or whatever. He doesn't presume to assume.
Gender is a spectrum. Oh my god. Oh, you're triggering me. Stop it.
Yeah, you could be teapotkin for all he knows.
Teapotkin. I identify as a pot that is tea.
I saw a meme the other day was like, born male, bad circumcision, now female.
What the fuck?
Oh, that's horrible.
Now it's probably where you fall under.
Oh, that is terrifying. Don't ever speak such words again. Okay, so Aerith has got her leg fucking just secured as securely as it can get.
So I'm bedridden, basically, is what you were trying to say, right?
Yes, for the foreseeable future.
Hmm.
Right, now that we're finally done trying to save his worthless life. What's up next? Oh, yes. Well, I mean, Franklin misses you, obviously. He's smashing his cage to pieces, humping it ferociously.
My heart goes out to Franklin, then. If I can hear the smashing in the distance out of the conflict.
Yes, it's that sound that you hear in a cheap motel when the neighbors brought home a woman of questionable morals.
Oh, okay.
It's that crashing sound.
I don't know if my heart goes out to him in that case.
I'm sure Franklin would prefer it if your hand or something else squishy would reach out for him instead. Ass, maybe.
The ass reaches out.
Has Franklin figured out human biology, maybe? He knows more than the fucking doctor.
I just randomly googled Franklin. I get the children's cartoon book. Franklin Forgives.
That's fucked up. At least with this Franklin. All right, enough with me. I'm bedridden. Everyone else.
You're not dead. Okay. Canis is still conducting secret sex-riddled drug orgies with someone. Nobody really knows, with the various nobles locking themselves in carts hours at the time, being all fucking creepy about it, refusing to talk about it.
That's suspicious. Whatever.
That's really fucking suspicious. Xanatov, you're trying to refocus your psychical abilities.
Yep.
You've developed quite a complex, or being so utterly fucking worthless over the last month or so.
Yep, as I found out, now that I actually got some combat experience, these powers of mine, they're not as useful as I hoped.
You trudge around your cabin, being angry, smashing things. Eventually you can start smashing things with your mind.
That's how it works. Wow.
That is precisely how it works, kids.
My brain.
My brain did that? Cool. I need to experiment with this.
Radical.
Remember, children, anger leads to superpowers. Yes. Before somebody points this out, this is obviously non-canon, nor is it in the 40k rulebook, but as I said, the tutorial is done, so now the characters get to refocus a little bit.
The lore nerds out there.
You're not
this is
able
not
to do
technically
this.
speaking correct. No, it doesn't. But don't worry about it. It's fine. Aerith shouldn't technically be alive at this point either, considering she's been treated by a fucking veterinarian, but
Just being in contact with Franklin should be enough to kill Aerith, but yeah.
Acidic. Oh, no. Bad thought. Continue.
Franklin frequently keeps everyone awake with his sad howling.
I'm doing a training
What the
montage.
You're moaning, Franklin. Cute.
Need to remember to feed those fuckers.
Well, Xanatov is running up and down the halls, smashing glasses with his mind, Eye of the Tiger blaring in the background.
Eye of the tiger. Oh my God.
Gonna do a montage.
He's sweating.
No, I like that. I'm gonna do a montage. That's good.
Yep. Gonna need that song.
That's good.
I mean, you get some nasty looks by people wondering how the fuck you're creating that music and shit, but
I'm one big
His
boombox.
mind. Oh my God, that's cool. Better blast Valkyrie as we go into battle next time.
But I
Now
mean,
we know
at
what the
least
effects
you
are.
get the training montage from the proper Rocky, you know? You don't get the ridiculous one from Rocky 5 where he's climbing fucking mountains and running in the fucking snow and then taking on a
Wasn't that
cyborg
4?
at the end.
Yes.
Cyborg.
Russian cyborg.
Okay, Rocky 5. Which one was that? Was this the new shit one? I thought that was Rocky 6.
No, I think when he fought the Russian guy, that was Rocky 4. I
Wait,
think.
what? Really? God damn it.
What was it? 3? 4? No, 4. Yeah,
Okay.
4 because in the third
This is
one
a
he was
slight
fighting
derail.
Mr. T. I think.
I did fight
Fighting
Mr.
Mr. T in the
Third
third one, and the fourth one was
God
worse.
damn it. I just realized I didn't even know that Rocky 5 existed because I swear to God I
Yeah.
have never seen this
There's
movie.
more than that as well. There's also when he's not fighting anymore and trained a black man to fight for him.
No,
There's also
I
that.
saw the one when he picked up the random black dude and taught him to punch people in the face. That was really touching.
That was touching.
Yep.
And then there was 6 where he got his ass kicked by a black man. I'm starting to see the theme here, but fuck it.
It was the one that was just called Rocky again. It wasn't a remake. It was just a continuation and just called it Rocky.
But no, it wasn't Rocky. It wasn't Rocky 7, was it? The one where he picked up the random black dude. It was
How many
who the
fucking
fuck
movies
knows?
are there?
Fuck
Too many.
man.
Way too
No,
many.
no.
I
That
knew
was
the
it.
first
That was it.
two
I fucking
existed.
remember now because it wasn't just a random black dude. He didn't just cruise down the streets of Harlem and pick one.
Put
It
down
was
that.
it was the other token black guy who got killed's kid or something. Apollo Creed.
Yep, Apollo Creed's
Yeah.
kid.
Yes, that was it. And that was the name of the movie too, I think. Creed.
Yep, Creed. That's right.
Yes.
Yep,
Now
I see it.
I remember it was something on C. I didn't remember what.
I vaguely remember watching the movie and fucking hating practically every minute of it.
Ugh.
See, I
Oh,
watched
straight
Rocky 6 at theaters, and it too was just fucking boring. It's just like, wow, this is shit.
You watched Rocky 6 in theaters? Damn.
Yes, it was fucking horrible. I didn't even know Rocky 5 existed. This is a show with some massive mutton-headed white dude. I don't know what this is.
I think Rocky 5 is when he's retired and fights a random dude in the street.
You should
And
do a
the end of it.
podcast at this fucking rate.
Oh, the muttonhead's name is Tommy. Okay, that makes sense.
Tommy.
He's just, it's just this massive fucking slab-faced white dude. Okay, cool. Right, sure. I didn't even fucking know Rocky 5 existed. I'm not
Just
going to
called
go
Rocky
watch it
Balboa,
now. Alright, once again, we have slightly gotten off topic, but fuck it.
No, it wasn't on topic. It was a training montage. Rocky.
Yeah,
It goes hand
we
in
were,
hand.
we were
Yeah.
trying to give proper context.
Did you find your random black child to train?
Apparently.
Wow, you got so good. You've already skipped into like the sequels.
s-
Got it.
That's how good I got.
Skip
He's
straight
fucking
to
a
Rocky's
buff.
progressive
Get an
years.
apprentice of some sort.
Progressive years. Get out of here, Arch. God damn.
No, see, Rocky 1 was a good movie. Rocky 2 was...
Was
It wasn't horrible, I guess. Rocky 3 was... No,
Mr. T.
not really. Rocky 4, I think Rocky 4 was kind of cool. They built up Drago as a real fucking boss level enemy, and that was awesome, but
They did.
I fucking hated the fight itself. It was just this fucking retarded slugfest where a dude who breaks cars with his fucking fists just keeps punching Rocky in the face, and Rocky's like, ugh. Like he's
Again
getting
and
pounded
again and
in a
again.
completely... Yeah, I mean, the dude looks like he's been fucking murdered 7 times at the end. And Drogo looks barely fucking... Randomly, Drogo starts losing. After kicking the fucking shit out of fucking Rocky for like 17 minutes, Rocky suddenly discovers his patriotism and fucking beats the shit out of him. And I'm just like, what?
America.
He knows that freedom can never lose.
And then at the end, even the Soviet premier stands up and applauds brave American soldier man, yeah. It's a fucking retarded movie.
Are you sure? I'm pretty sure commie scum don't applaud nobody.
It was pretty nice. But
You did there.
anyways, back to the actual point. Sanitov is getting nice and buff.
Yep.
Oh yeah, that's right. We were playing an RP. Fuck.
There are unfortunately no black people available on this planet. This is a highly racist planet.
Oh my god! Oh, triggered.
All the snowflakes.
Before you know what he's gonna say, there's no fucking transgender people here either. Oh.
Very possibly. I mean, this is essentially an all fucking German planet. So I mean,
Sieg Heil.
imagine.
Hey, we don't go that far back.
I just went there.
Apparently you did.
And I ain't leaving.
But yes, unfortunately, there are no random black kids for you to train. There's not really any monkeys or anything equivalent either. So, I mean,
My
you
god,
can have
my low blow.
low blow. I know. I
was
mean, you
funny,
can
so
have
give me that.
Rocket fucking run after you, except for the fact that Rocket runs for 2 meters max, then sits down as an ass and eats a sausage.
Has to take a rest every time.
It's just a fat raccoon.
Oh, actually, no. Rocket can be the fat dude from the Rocky movies. The trailer trash dude.
Oh my god, we're so stuck on this.
I know, but this is a perfect metaphor. The fat dude who had like a sex bot in one of the movies.
Oh yeah. The brother of the woman he married. Yeah.
Yes, and he's like dozing around in a fucking wife beater all fucking day, being classy dude. What the fuck was his name?
That's Rocket.
That's Rocket.
Who cares?
He levels up next time. He's getting a wife beater.
Rocky 4 robot. Okay, that gets me the sex bot, but I'm looking for the Paulie. That was it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Holy.
That's Rocket. He's just sitting on like pieces of furniture, waving a sausage at you. He's like, "Do better."
Work harder.
Do better. I got a fucking meat factory here. You can punch some dead meat. Go. Punch some dead pork. It's good.
Rocket is being very, very helpful in your endeavors. You find.
Yeah. I can't keep him out of his cage for too long because he goes rummaging in things he shouldn't, and people get mad.
Most certainly does. Maybe Rocket's the one making the fucking theme song, just clapping his hands like dun 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 dun. In French, obviously. Yes, Eye of the Tiger plays in French in the background.
No.
I'm sure that's exactly what happens.
God, what does that sound like?
I don't
I
know.
don't
want to know.
I don't want to
Sure, I
know.
want to find out. Eye of the Tiger plays loudly in French. Yes, that'll be the subtitles of this particular scene.
Figuring out how to make psychic blades. I'm figuring out how to move things with my mind. And stunning things with crushing people. Yeah, good times, good times.
Everything's being really useful.
Yep.
Jesus Christ. Okay, so after you've been on the road for about another 4 or 5 days, you run into some troubles. The convoy is about getting ready to enter into the swamps.
Oh no.
For the last 4 or 5 days, you've been driving through a heavy fog. The lookouts have been getting really fucking nervous because shit's been happening. They've been reporting strange sightings, stuff in the fog, strange distant animals, lights flittering around them, keeping up with the convoy, all kinds of stuff.
Oh,
and the commander of the convoy ordered the speed up to get away from all of this. Speaking of that, let's see if this kills Aerith.
Bum, bum, bum.
You take another point of damage.
You hear crying in the back. You're crying.
And then you hear Franklin like.
One thing I'm wondering about though, Arch, during the last 2 weeks, did we have a calm enough environment to remove some insanity points at all?
Not really. It hasn't really been a calm environment. The first week through the forest was alright, but
Not
you're
calm
still on
enough.
edge after what happened, basically.
Okay.
We need to get to a resort, a nice sandy beach, and just relax for a bit.
No, just like staying like a week in somewhere with walls or guards will help.
Somewhere
Okay.
safe.
Like the
Actually
convoy.
safe.
Yes, the convoy would also potentially help, except for all of the strange shit. You're also militia members. You're ordered to stand your own guards, and you see a fair bit of shit yourself.
Mm-hmm.
The convoy is ordered to speed up, which does cause some problems, particularly for Earth's poor leg, which is hurting a lot. You were scheduled to reach the swamp, however, 2 days ago, and you haven't. And that's what's getting people really fucking worried.
Were there any darkness or just fog?
Fog. Pea soup thick fog. Like a visibility of 15 meters tops.
That's pretty bad.
It is.
That's an understatement.
Really?
There has been no official statement yet. You've overheard guards talking on duty, and the various people in the convoy have gotten a bit more comfortable with you, at least now, Xanaton, because you've been walking around them far more, you know, with rocket on your shoulder, going dun 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 dun.
I think getting used to the weird guy with the raccoon on his shoulder. Yeah.
Yes,
Good.
you've.
Go.
Hang on.
Speak to some of the other mercs, or not mercs,
Militia.
militia.
Yes, you've endeared yourself. Aerith hasn't really, because he's busy not dying. Canis is busy with his little clusterfuck in the room. God knows what he's doing in there. But you do notice that no one in the command personnel seems to have any interest in breaking up these meetings, even when Canis doesn't show up for watches.
So nobody even gives a shit about that. That's suspicious. Even more suspicious.
Next time Xanatov comes to visit me, I inform him maybe we should keep an eye on that Canis fella. He's a little bit suspicious.
Although you did mention the fog was really thick, so I try to remember what I read about in the the library and the church.
Oh, Jesus.
I know there was things about this. Should I do an int test to remember? I do know it might be Meermen or something, but I have to try to remember more about specifics.
Yeah, well, you did take the basic note, so you have access to the information. The situation does remind you of one of the legends about the Meermen trapping travelers in a never-ending fog barrier. What's lacking, however, is that all of these tales also told of the people being entrapped, eventually arriving at some kind of large inland lake, which you have seen no water at all so far.
None. Okay, so that's good, but we're still in a bad situation.
We're still in the fog.
It's good, but it's still part of the problem, because you want to see water, because that might be the swamp.
Yeah. We're not
Swampy,
even
swamp,
getting to
swamp.
the swamp.
Swampy, swamp.
Hmm.
Try to dispel it with your god powers.
God powers. No, I just try to remember what specifically that this could be, or maybe I should do a knowledge test. Maybe that's it. But first, I try to remember what I read more specifically. That's not anything really. It's 10 over, if anything. Let's see. What knowledges do I even have, though? Imperium, Imperial Creed, War, Warp, and Adeptus Astra Telepathica. Nah. Maybe nothing.
Yeah, nothing really applicable to the current situation.
No. Guess we'll just have to stand guard. Maybe ask. Yeah, I should probably do that. ask one of the other guardsmen maybe if they know anything about this. Has this ever happened before? Perhaps.
Okay, you do the rounds once again, trying to find some more information. Roll fellowship.
No.
Oh, damn.
Why?
Okay, I mean you're thrown off the convoy for insulting somebody's sister, I guess.
Of course, if we have 2 ones in a session, of course there's 100 coming around.
Thank you for absorbing that 100 for me. I'll remember your sacrifice.
I have no idea what's going to happen. I'm going to try to gather information, and I'm like,
hey, your sister's
I'm a
bitch.
heretic and shit. What? I didn't say anything.
Yes, let's see. Well, you're doing your thing. You're standing your watches as usual, trying to engage people, get some information going, stuff like that. One day, you're standing out there, bored as fuck. Your watch isn't over yet. You really need to pee, so you just pull down your fucking pants and you start pissing. And you hear a noise behind you, and before you can think, you react, turn around, and you piss the commander all up and down.
Oh no!
No. Oh shit! I didn't mean to. Oh no!
As the first stream of golden droplet hits her perfectly immaculate fucking blouse, you freeze in shock, tightening the grip on your tool, raising the aim slightly, trailing the golden droplet slowly up her blouse.
What? This sounds like a thing you want, Arch. What the hell?
I am giving her a cold shower. You were not.
Maybe she's into
instructed
this.
to do this.
Hold on, calm down. Maybe she's into this.
Maybe she said.
Fresh there, Carl.
Oh shit.
The two of you lock eyes.
Could be hot. You never know.
You're pretty sure she's not into this, judging by the stare.
Oh no!
It took me by surprise. I didn't mean to.
You urinate. Oh, so cute.
Her mouth turning into a rather extreme grimace of distaste, and
Do the golden trinklets land in her mouth? That would be.
and a hint of disbelief.
Oh, damn.
Does she recognize you? Run away.
Just run away.
Just pull up your back.
Change my backstory. I'm now an immigrant. No, I'm Pablo. Don't worry, I don't know any Santa Tom.
I mean, the only classy thing to do at this point would be to pull up your pants slowly, tip your imaginary hat at her, and go like, "Milady."
Milady.
No, but
How are you gonna get out of this one, Xanatov? You're in deep now, boy. You're in deep water.
well, I sip up.
At least you're...
and,
Yo,
I basically just say, one thing. Where do you go from here?
Wait, what, Ken? Where do we go from here? You better not be standing with your back to the open air because she'll kick your ass up.
But the important question is, before you sip up, do you at least shake?
I wouldn't worry about shaking at that point.
No, a little bit of pee in my pants is fine.
I can overlook it this time. This is pretty bad.
Colonel Mayweathers had imagined many circumstances for this day. I mean, she was pretty worried about the fog. Lack of reports. Hadn't seen the swamp yet. She was getting pretty paranoid. She was even getting a little bit afraid. Reports of things in the fogs, and she'd seen some nasty shit on her time just coming here as well. She knew that there were other things in the fog, but what she did not fucking expect
to be pissed off.
I'm smiling so hard, the back of my head hurts.
My cheeks hurt too, actually, to be quite honest.
How does my back of my head hurt when I smile?
Oh, God. Yeah. This is Arch's fault.
This is a failing with her as a commander. She did not expect the Golden Ghost. visit her.
The golden ghost.
I go like, woo, this is all a dream.
I dare you to try to make her think that with your telegram.
No,
I know.
all the Rocky music's playing in the background.
This
Rocket-
ruined your epic moment, didn't it?
Rockets is there playing it.
I'm imagining Rocket is just sitting there. The expression on his face somewhere between admiration and disgust.
Admiration and disgust.
Even Rocket is fucking proud of me now. Marking my territory like this.
Right. Well,
Romance. There we go, Arch. Spicy. Spicy.
I mean, if Franklin could see this, he'd definitely give you a thumbs up, obviously.
Send a telekinetic message. Or telepathic.
Right, well, she's already pretty stressed out. You have not helped.
No.
You have not alleviated any of her fears. If any, you have created brand new ones.
Oh no.
I basically, what was the word for it? This in English. I go flat. Basically, I just, yeah. I don't know what's going to happen now.
So after pissing on her, you just fucking dug us right in front of her.
Yep, basically.
Damn, so you just had this raging hard on while pissing the whole time.
He listened to BDSM. We're gonna see some beatings, all right. Kick me harder, Daddy. Xanatov, I didn't know you rolled that way.
You guys were the one that mentioned BDSM. I haven't even said anything in relation to this.
There he is.
I'm imagining that's
Yep.
roundabout what we're experiencing right now.
Be gentle.
It's just like so
My
sorry.
face down in my own pee.
Just smelling the ammonia.
This is quite the predicament you've got yourself
I
in.
don't think that's ammonia. It's more like just pure loneliness now.
Alright. So what exactly happens? Well, nothing pleasant. Lucky for you, she's not much of a swordsman, so she's not able to draw and, well, Jew you before you can withdraw yourself. That also to me no circumcision this day, unfortunately.
Good.
Well, first and foremost, you're standing every single fucking watch from now until the end of fucking time.
Oh, God.
Gladly.
I mean, if she could kick you off the fucking crew convoy, she'd probably consider it, but...
I mean,
well,
would she want him on there? I mean, he just gave her the good old,
Canis, quit
Phantom.
arguing for the opposite side. Bad, Canis, bad.
No, send him
Bad,
to a
Canis,
team.
bad.
Send him
well,
to
the main
ship.
thing is, your group were the ones who hung back to protect the convoy. Like, they didn't think there would be anything really dangerous. The shit that actually hit the village was far beyond their expectations, so the fact that you even made it back to the convoy has garnered you a certain respect.
Kind of lost it now, though.
Well,
And-
I still have my respect, I say proudly in my
Sure.
bed.
And the convoy's not so well off that they can just fucking, get rid of manpower, no matter how special that manpower may be.
Oh boy, this is quite the
I
circumstance.
just got us some good missions in the future. Don't worry, guys.
Very, very good mission.
Huh, they were even more suicidal than I last remembered.
Yes. I mean, the rumor quickly spreads, and, well...
Wait, who witnessed this?
Rocket told everybody.
Rocket?
Pictures.
God damn it!
Pictures.
The word spreads. This is not the kind of shit that's gonna stay
Did you know that Sanatov guy pisses on the commander?
quiet.
God,
Seem
that
to
man's
enjoy
got
it.
balls.
He was happily
Okay.
singing and like pissing on her. Why?
Singing in the rain. Alright, well, after that interesting incident, you don't really gain much more information. Essentially, at this point, whenever you go up to the guards, they're too busy laughing their fucking asses off to really be able to respond effectively.
Yep.
But after 2 more days, you're still driving through the fog. Now, some have been banding around the theory that because, you can't see where you're going, the speed has lessened, but even then you should probably have gotten there by now. There's various ideas going around as to how this should be fixed, so to say. Many of the plans are less than entirely appetizing. And, well, that is when shit gets more interesting. Up until now, nothing has actually happened. The fog has remained thick, people have seen things in the fog, and shit's been generally uncomfortable, but after passing out on your post for like the 5th time in a row or something, due to sheer exhaustion from standing there for 72 hours...
Brave man.
You're eventually dragged inside before you can literally die of this. But on the 4th day in the fog, you're all awakened, those of you who are asleep, or by a horrible ruckus that comes outside. Like, it sounds like you've broken through the sound barrier. There's this loud screeching sound. The entire convoy is shook violently. Many of the trucks start sliding and slipping all over the road, and the convoy is brought to a violent halt to avoid accident. And it's like the very wind is screaming past the convoy. As you look out of the window, the fog has changed. Where it was just once normal fog, it is now turned a deep crimson.
What?
Right.
And Xanatov, as you're staring out through your window, delirious with sleep deprivation, you suddenly notice the crimson turn a deeper shade as you jerk away from the window in shock and surprise as a massive splash of blood splatters itself across the windshield.
Oh no.
Right, so
Fairies.
does anyone want to do anything?
I can't.
Am I currently fatigued? Or...
No!
That's the question.
Someone
To a
bring me a gun.
hilarious degree.
Oh god.
Kane
Go back to sleep, thinking I'm like that's just a bad dream.
Goes back to sleep, wakes up, everyone's dead.
The only one that's fully ambulatory at the moment is Canis, basically.
Well, that's good then. Do I know where Ken is even usually resides?
Well, usually he's
orgy
hanging
room.
out near the middle of the convoy in the yes, the orgy room, precisely.
The orgy room.
The orgy room. I try to get dressed and everything. What the fuck is going on? Do I know anything that would cause a crimson mist?
Not really, no. Canis, of course, has also noticed this. It's
Yeah.
hard not to.
Well, I guess for me though, I guess I'll go right outside, open the door, look for the nearest guard.
Well, you find him, or at least what's fucking left of him. You find a decapitated corpse lying sprawled on the gantry next to you.
Take a few seconds to digest that, and not to make the same mistake as this person and stick my head out too far.
At
I'll
this
look around
point,
for anyone else.
okay, go. Yeah.
No, but
Um, I laughed
No,
too
I
much,
do-
now my throat is fucked.
But I do look around for anyone else to see if there's, alive.
Okay. Roll perception.
Oop.
Okay. You make your way cautiously down the gangways, looking for any more guards. You don't find much. You find more corpses, some of which have been mutilated horribly, like torn apart as if they got into a meat grinder. Others don't have a mark on them. They just have this blank expression, and when you reach down to touch them and feel their pulse, they're ice cold, as if they'd been outside for months.
So
Eventually, you come across the forward guards near the tip of the convoy, which is the best and most heavily guarded area. There's also some auto cannons up there and stuff to break through shit. You find one guy alive there. One clearly panicked guardsman. God damn it. He was absolutely fucking covered in blood. The rest of the crew, some of them have been decapitated, others have been ripped open. One guy looks like a massive creature has clawed him right down from his jaw all the way down to his crotch, spilling his guts all over the deck to the point where they're slippery beneath your feet. And this is the situation. The rest of the guards from inside the train are rushing out to try and figure out what the hell is going on. The shocked guy in the forward turret is taken care of, to at least again. He's brought back to the medical area. And the commanding officer, Merriweather, is, well... yeah, she's looked better. Even the yellow ghost hasn't frightened her quite as good.
Shit.
Shouldn't do.
Well, I also get dressed, head out, see the chaos that has ensued, try to find other people, basically.
Say, make a roll to stay on your feet. All blood everywhere.
Yeah, then you have to go as well. Although I have to more.
It's just a joke, but I'm just saying. I mean, is this crimson red fog? I mean, we can't see, no more than 15 meters, you said, yeah? Or is it worse?
Yes. Another thing you notice, when you're outside, it feels like the air is extremely humid, as if you're almost in a tropical area.
Damn.
So now we're going from snowy cold to swamp ass territory.
Do I notice anyone around me currently before I meet up with people?
Well, there's plenty of panicking people rushing out to see what the fuck happened, basically.
I'm just wondering if I should use psychonescence. Would people notice me doing that? Is there any visual thing that happens when I use psychonescence? Hopefully not.
Not really, no.
I know this might be warp creatures, but really I need to know if there's anything in the fog that I can see. So I try to see. I'll probably get killed by doing this. Ugh.
Okay.
That was a good one.
Well, you try to reach out with your psychonescence to figure out what's going on.
I look around, see in the fog, see what people are doing, anything.
Okay, roll willpower.
Again, okay.
Oh shit.
Yes, the fog is most definitively a warp entity, as it lashes out against you.
Damn! Does it lash out and I take damage, or do I manage to stay?
It lashes out mentally, like, you just barely manage to raise your mental barriers in time, and don't take any damage or insanity point, but you know now that the fog is actively hostile towards psychic talents. And you know that using any sort of psychic talent while inside the fog itself will be very dangerous.
Oh, that's great. We can barely walk, and I don't know how
Fuck.
to use weapons. I'm good in this situation.
I believe in you.
You do? Good.
Canis, you've been outside for a little bit longer than Xanatov. You're getting annoyed by the humidity. It's so fucking humid. It feels like you're in a sauna. Like you're starting to sweat. You reach up to wipe some off your cheek, and as you get your hand back down again, it feels sticky. And as you look at it, you see it's dappled with what appears to be blood. As you study the faces of the other people around you, you can see that tiny droplets of blood are starting to appear on everyone. On their faces, on their clothing, on their hands.
Oh, shit.
This
A
is bad.
suspicion starts rising in your head, and just for a moment, you stick out your tongue to taste the air. And just like you expected, it comes back with a metallic taste.
It's blood. The fog is blood.
Holy shit. I pondered this for not even a second before looking around, seeing this, it's just starting to pretty much stick to everywhere, I would assume.
Yep, it's starting to condense on every surface, practically. Other people are starting to take notice now, and they're freaking out, to put it rather mildly. The Colonel, however, steps up and starts barking out orders to distract people. She orders anyone that's not essential to get back inside as quickly as possible. She starts waving instructions to people to get inside. She orders guards to hurry up and bring the guy who's petrified in fear back inside to the medical compartment. And as she looks around, she sees you two standing up near the front of the train. She locks eyes with you in particular, Xanatov. And the widest smile you have ever seen slowly spreads across her face.
God damn it.
I turn face the other way, like, oh.
The golden shower. Now it's gonna be our blood.
But before she gives commands, I want to see if I could do a knowledge test. You said this was warp induced, or at least warp influenced.
Yes,
I wanted to-
unquestionably.
Remember that if you,
Knowledge test.
No, I'm not going to use
psychic
psychic powers. It's knowledge.
knows.
Just, so I'm just going to see if I know anything about it, basically. Warp, knowledge or whatever it was called, forbidden lore, warp.
Yes.
With
Intelligence test.
-5 on this.
Okay.
Basically not a good -5, a +5 then. So it's a
Yes,
28.
That's still good enough.
Yep, I have 15, so.
Now that you know what the fog is made out of, it's pretty obvious that something is wrong.
Yep.
You've passed a lot of bodies, but nowhere near enough to condense in the atmosphere to this fucking level. That's obvious. You draw some pretty obvious fucking conclusion as to the presence of massive amounts of blood. You're probably looking at something rather different than what you were fighting in the village area here. You can feel a presence once you got attacked. Your knowledge tells you that there has to be a fulcrum for this. This is too big. This is not a warp effect. You know that there are two options. Either someone carried out a ritual, a fairly powerful one nearby, that was probably amplified by the planet's current deterioration, say it like that. Or, the other alternative, which you really don't want to think too much about, is that there's an active warp rift somewhere fairly close by.
Oh no.
How? I can't even convey any of this to anyone without being like the heretic.
Well, you could literally just turn to Canis slowly and go, merde.
Man. I'd say you should get people to drive floor it. Goddamn.
Well, damn. Well, she's looking at me. I'm sure she's about to bark out some suicidal command.
Quickly interject.
You do. I mean, I wanted to say this way before the shitstorm happened. You could have mind raped her to accept it.
Yeah, I could have, but I don't want to mind rape her.
Well, you didn't want to piss on her, but you did anyway. You could have just lessened the blow a little bit. but
Lessen the blow. Oh, dog.
I
Had
mean,
he taken that
people-
advice, we
people
would
were
have
witness to the thing. Do you think they would be like, oh, she's just happily like, oh, okay, you pissed on me, and they go smiling away?
Yes,
I think
you can
people
get it
would
to
be
the
like-
nurses.
People will look at that weird. Yeah, but we had the ability to get away with that because of logical reasons. We already outed, the mayor as being corrupt. Now, look, enough dilly-dallying here, Canis, you silly guppin' you. Time to continue on with the story.
By the way, as you look back to the colonel to see that horrifying grin, you notice Rocket off in the middle distance, hanging his head out of a window, and well, he looks kind of like this as he's just hanging out.
What the fuck? He's so cute, though. He's so...
Is he licking the blood dripping from the ceilings?
Rocket's
of
the one
cupboard?
that's performing the ritual. Scared him. He's a chaos worshiper.
Hey, Rocket is not going to let the opportunity to get a little bit of extra blood sausage go past him.
Blood sausage.
He's going to
Well,
take
fair
the
enough.
opportunity when fucking offered, okay? That's how it works. Alright, so, I'm thinking everyone realizes roughly where this is going at this point.
Straight the hell in a handbasket. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
You can
Why isn't
thank
the convoy moving?
you can thank Sanitov Jr. for what's about to happen next.
Zanatov Jr.
Yep.
What a kid.
Oh, that went straight over Kyle's head.
Yes, it did. Yeah.
But
So-
yes, I think we'll wrap it up there actually, because we need to do your characters before I kill you all.
Uh-huh.
Let's go through the effort. Oh yeah, let's make sure you guys work on these characters. All right, good job. Now you're all dead. Oh. Now you're...
Well, you're fine in your bed.
Yeah.
I'm
Not even-
fine, strapped
you-
down to a bed. Yes, I feel so great.
You live longer than me and fucking Xanatov, who has to find out what's wrong.
Yes, I'll listen to everyone being massacred. And I'm like, oh, let's wait my turn.
I'll just make sure as we leave to go on our suicide mission, I unlock the cage for Franklin.
Wait, no, no.
And I,
We just
You can have
unlock the
company.
cage and then we lock the door and then we leave.
Well, I won't die a virgin if that's the case.
as long as you accept the fate.
Ain't no virgin at least.
No.
If I'm going down, I'm taking you with me. Click, click.
I'm taking you down with me.
I'm imagining the
Oh.
sound of it's a dark room, iron bars slowly opening, the screech of iron hinges. A pair of red eyes slowly light up in the darkness.
He has a lot of pent up energy, believe me.
I mean, he's been locked in a cage for a few weeks. Shit.
He's got a little puddle of his own stuff in there from all the fapping.
Goddamn, Kyle. You didn't have to go that descriptive, you sick bastard.
Well, if you open the gate, you got to prepare yourself there, Aldi boy.
I know that, but you don't have to go so deep. I mean, Franklin doesn't go deep in you, though.
No, no.
Out of the darkness, you hear a soft whispering. No come I for die.
Hmm.
What the fuck?
Maybe he'll mistake the
That's
other
not creepy at all.
psychopathic guy.
No.
That sounded pretty creepy. I mean, Arch is generally creepy, so you know. So, you know.
Nothing new there.
Yes.
Nothing new there. That is fact, though.
But yes, insult the GM. Nothing bad happens.
No, never.
Nothing bad happens. That's not even an insult. That's a compliment. Canis.
Sure.
Bleh. Bleh.
Well, we'll end our session where Franklin's adventures begin.
No. No. Wait, you guys should have unstrapped me before.
Until next time, if you're curious to see if Aerith manages to keep his anal virginity or not, then do tune in when we're back in about a week's time. Until then, have a good day.